Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Santa's Workshop. As I put in my community page, going to show you a little bit what's going on around the shop today, and then I'm going to tell you what's happening with me. Yeah, it probably isn't good, but we'll get to that in a minute. Let me show you what all we got. I actually got me a shelving unit so I could separate out 55 Chevy parts. Jim hasn't brought me the majority of what he has got yet. I'm waiting to get this cab on the frame. And as soon as Corvette is running, where I can drive it in and out, we're going to get that over there and get that cab on that frame. So that's going to be coming real soon. We got the Caballero parts here, which I've gotten some new parts. I got the Lunati retrofit roller camshaft for it. I have got me a steering wheel. What I am doing, I am buying up parts as I find them and getting them ordered, because of the fact that if I wait until I need it, I might not get it. So I've been ordering the stuff as I find it. I mean, I've got engine parts, I have got door locks, door handles, parts for the steering column. I got my gauges, I got my steering wheel adapter right here, parts for the engine. The only thing I like now for the engine is getting my heads rebuilt, and they're going to be going up there this next week. And down at the bottom, of course, is for Brian's T-bucket. All new parts. We are going to have some fun putting that thing together. Then on my engine, I am actually going to be using the TBI serpentine belt system. These are the brackets off of it. I want to clean them up, sand them down real good, throw me some epoxy primer on there. So we're going to paint them a nice pretty satin black to go on the front of that engine. I think those will look really good. Or should I do gloss black? Let me know in the comments what I should do on that. Of course, I've got my pan and the old heads off of it. There's the heads I'm going to have rebuilt. These are for a 305. They're a high output. And the reason I'm going to use them is the chambers here on a 350 head, they're around 64 cc. You can get, smaller chamber, but these are 53 cc. They're a very closed chamber. These are high output, so the flow is very good on these. And the machine shop is going to have to come in and relieve this right in here, because where that gasket goes, when that piston comes up, it creates a little cave right there for detonation, and that'll blow out the head gasket. So they're going to get that all fixed up for me and get those done, get new valve springs. I'm going to pin the studs. That way it can handle that high lift cam that I'm putting in. Then over here, I'm going to show you Mr. J's frame after the wash job. It looks so, cab. It looks so much better in here. Got tons of sand out of the corners. But this thing here is coming along very nicely. I want to get it on that cab. Once I get it bolted down, I am going to go to town with some body work. Main thing I got to do is the top of that cab and the back of the cab. The rest of this is in really good shape. There's been some patches done down on the bottom corners, which they did a good job. I should have no problem filling those in. There's where the fuel filler was. Of course, the tank ain't back there now. It's right there. Get over here on the Corvette. As you saw, we had the motor in, or you will see. I teased it on the community page. But Brian and Randy come out. Thank you so much to both of them. We had this thing in 30 minutes. I mean, it just right in where it's supposed to be. Got to get the power steering bracket bolted back on. Still haven't found a compressor or brackets yet. Every time I find brackets, they're wanting an ungodly amount for them, or I can't find the correct brackets. So, still on the search for that. At this point in time, I would put a aftermarket compressor on there, just so we've got air conditioning. So, we're still working on that. So, I'm going to take you out. Oh, one more thing. Alternator for the Corvette. Looks fairly brand new. I took it over and had it tested. It failed. But I want you to look at this. Remanufactured in the USA. It has been some sort of years since we have had anything remanufactured in the USA. But I have got this. It is a rebuild kit. So I'm going to have a film just on this, taking this apart and putting the kit in, cleaning it all up, and making it a new alternator to go back on that car. In which, after I get it done, I will take it back over and have them check it to make sure it works. So, let's walk out to the barn, or let's go out to the Caballero, and I'll show you it and some things that I got for it. The early morning of Oklahoma. Isn't it beautiful out here? It's already in the mid-70s. Okay. If everybody remembers on the Caballero, this fender, you see the dent that someone attempted to repair, but yet it still caves in. And then we get over here to this fender. I think you can see it best right through here. You see the rot along this edge? Yeah, it is not good. So, I mean, the fender itself on the outside looks fine. I mean, it's got one little ding in it, and it's got some rust down at the bottom. Get you down there to see that. This door, it's only got a couple of little spots in it. But the driver's door, I'm going to get a door skin and put on it. So it'll be all new metal on the outside. You don't need it on the inside, just the outside. And then, you know, we just got a few dents in the back. No rust. I mean, there's no rust through it all on it. So this thing is going to be a pristine car. But let's go out to the barn, and I'm going to show you what I got out there. All right, this is kind of my storage area for just a little bit of everything. But I found these fenders on Facebook Marketplace, and I want you to look at this. There's a little bit of surface rust right there. This is the original factory color. Now then, you get right here. That is the only dent in both of these. And I got them both for a $100 bill. For the pair. I am so excited to get those. So we have got good fenders now for the Caballero. I don't have to worry about that anymore. And then we got hooker headers, ceramic coated, small block Chevy. There is some, a couple of bingos in it. They are used. But to buy these things new is $600. By the time you do taxes, shipping, and everything, $600. And I want to tell you, these things are not light. I got them down in there so nobody will see them. I got those for $150. I can't beat a deal like that. All right, everybody. As you saw, I put a few little clips in here of getting the motor finished up for the Corvette and the debacle after putting it in. Now I need to tell you what's been going on with me. Um, I know you've noticed the lack of videos, and I apologize for that, but it has been unavoidable. A few months ago, I was doing some things in the house, and being older, anytime it starts getting hot, I start having cramps. Well, back in January of this year, long back, I got a cramp on the inside of my thigh from my knee all the way up to where you can imagine. And it was painful enough that I fell on the floor. I could not talk, I could not move, I couldn't scream. I don't think I breathed. I'd have to say it's the most excruciating pain I've ever been in. Since then, I've been prone to having those cramps. Well, as soon as the heat started rising, guess what come back? I started having more and more of those cramps. And now the pain, it's not cramping, but it never goes away. I'm constant pain. There will be days where I can't even walk. I can stand up and I can shuffle, but I cannot even lift my leg. I've been to the doctor. They've got an MRI scheduled. They think that when I had one of those cramps, it tore a muscle on the inside of my thigh. So, I may be having to go through surgery. Yay. We won't know that until all the results are in. So, I wanted to wait until I went to the doctor and knew what was going on before I told you, my audience, just so y'all would know that videos are not going to be coming out like they were. I'm still going to be doing them when I can. This next week, we're looking at 100-degree weather for the foreseeable future. So, we won't be out here hardly any unless I can get up at 3 and 4 in the morning, and it's still going to be 70s and 80 degrees out here, which is not conducive to sweaty labor. Thank you all so much for the subscriptions and sticking with me through all this mess. I know I'm older. I know I do things a little different than most people. But you know what? We're going to overcome this. We're going to keep it going. I'm not going to give up on this. I'm not going to give up on y'all. Please don't give up on me. Getting older has been a very, very bitter pill to swallow. And nobody wants to admit it, but I'm pushing 60. I'll be 58 this year. So it's a bitter pill to take, but we have to deal with what we got, and that's what I'm going to do. I have got the ability, I've got the knowledge to do all this. So by golly, I'm going to find a way to do it. So if I get out of here, fly. Whew. I will stay engaged on the community page. Heck, I may set up the camera and do a live every once in a while. If y'all want to see some old videos reposted, let me know. I want to be able to keep making content, but it's not going to be the content I want. But I need to keep something going. So y'all tell me what you think, and thank you so much. I think I've got a new t-shirt place, so until Rockabilly can get back up and going, if they can, t-shirts are back available. And working on stickers, I have found somebody, but they're a little pricey. But if you're wanting a sticker, let me know, and I will just let her have it, and I will just sell them through her. Just let her keep the money if y'all want a sticker. So, guys, thank y'all so much. You have no idea from the bottom of my heart how much I love each and every one of you. And we're going to come back. We're going to get better. and we're going to make this thing really, really rock. Because I believe when that Caballero gets done, y'all are going to be just, your minds are going to be gone. Because what I've got in mind for it is going to be amazing. So thank y'all so much. We will definitely see you next time on Santa's Workshop.